guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, karibu sana. If you've been here before, then welcome back to another video. So today's video would be Mimie Talks Baby. So it's pretty much stuff or like baby things that I have purchased this month for Mekan for our homeschooling. Okay, there's a difference between homeschool and online learning actually. So homeschool is for people who actually don't go to schools even without corona, and then like distance learning or like online learning is for people who have schools, have regularly been going to school, like they have a school they go to, and then now they have to learn online. So for Mekan, I'm in between. I'm at that stage. Hey, why is this eyelash struggling? Anyway, we move regardless. By the way, guys, I have now started inputting eyelashes thanks to this Instagram shop. I'll leave them tagged below. I don't know why I never know the names of these Instagram shops that I shop at, but this was the first shop I shopped at. I really don't know how to review these lashes because I think I don't even know how to put them in the first place. So yeah. Yeah, but I'll leave the details down below. I will review them after I've used them like for a couple of times because I don't know how to put them. They're always falling. I don't know how to take them off. The glue is always sticking. It's not the fault of the shop, it's my fault. I will upgrade. So anyway, back to the video. So today's video would be, I'd be talking about things that I have gotten for Mekan from Textbook Center, and I think that are usable for our homeschool. So for Mekan, he is in nursery at the same time he's homeschooling. I don't know who understands me. He did get plugged on to a school, which he did go to, and he does go to once in a while. But for the days that he doesn't want to go to school and for the days that I don't want him to go to school, I teach him from home. So I'm going at his pace, and this is purely because we are co-parenting. So when he's at the dad's, he actually goes to school, and even when he's here, I normally drop him off to school as and when. He's just 3 years, so his class is playgroup. There's nothing much is missing. It's just that a routine is being broken. When he's with me, majority of the times he's at home. I teach him from home, and he leads me as to what he wants to learn, as opposed to me leading him. I feel like when he gets to like 4.5 is when I'll be comfortable with him like fully going to school. And yeah, I'm also like kind of moving him schools from where he goes then, or rather where he goes now, before corona, and where I would want him to go after corona, or where I'd want him to start his kindergarten. Yeah. Also, you don't see a lot of him here. The other parent doesn't like him on social media a lot, so yeah, I respect his opinions because he's also a parent, so I don't post him a lot of the times. But he did do a snack challenge and it was really hilarious. You should check that out on my Instagram. But yeah, let's get started to the video before I start rambling. So I got all the things from Textbook Center. I think they were really usable. The two main places I normally shop for is baby things is Textbook Center and House of Leather. House of Leather because of affordability and usability, like you can use them a couple of times, and like Textbook Center because they're like educative. Yeah, if not that, his godmother is in Dubai, so sometimes she normally comes with like really unique things which I might not get here, or I might not get the time to get here, but those are the two main places that I normally get his stuff from. So my best purchase this time round was this. It's a mini library. It's a collection of like 4 books. By the way, for babies you need to get everything hard covered because they can easily throw this in water in like 5 seconds and it's done. So hardcover to avoid tearing, biting, water, that kind of stuff. So it comes as 4 books, one for counting, which is really into counting. He's really enjoying counting. So it's not just number 1, 2, 3. So it's like a creative car, and then it talks about 4 toy cars. So he'll really enjoy that, and constructing sentences, shapes as well. Actually, I bought this pack because of the shapes, because in school I remember his last assignment was shapes like stars, love hearts. So anytime he sees like a love heart on my phone, like I've seen my mom as a love heart, he'll be like love heart, love heart. So yeah, that's the reason why I bought this collection. And then opposites, just to make him different, like a glass is half full, half empty. And colors, I think so interesting. So we'll read the whole sentence, we'll talk about the strawberry, and then we'll ask what color is the strawberry, or I'll ask him what color are the jeans, that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I really like this. It keeps us busy. Children at that age, he just turned 3, children at that age lose attention so fast. And also how I can pack it in and like store it in his library very neatly is what I really like. He does also have another collection with nursery rhymes, which is so much fun. So instead of watching TV and YouTube, we actually take out the book and read those songs together. Yeah, So this was from Textbook Center. It went for, I think, 1,000 bob. Everything was less than 1,000. I think it must have gone for like 999, yeah, or 990. I don't know where the receipt it was. It must have been 990 for the 4 books. Then he got this book. He really likes it. It's already broken. He's a boy, so it's understood, it's okay, but this is how we're using it. So it's songs like Kumbaya. He didn't even know Kumbaya before this. He didn't know Kumbaya before this book, but now he knows Kumbaya, my lord, Kumbaya. And he's got the whole world in his hands. So he's trying to like play the piano as, because it has numbers, so he's just following number 777477 as he's playing and getting a rhythm and enjoying the songs. I love this. This was 990 as well at Textbook Center. I love this. Was my next favorite purchase after this one. Then we got a jumbo coloring book. He still doesn't know how to color within the boxes, but he's really trying, so I try and get as many empty coloring books as possible. He already has one that has one side colored and then he's supposed to copy on the other side, so I wanted one where he could just be creative and do his own thing with a lot of big shapes. Yeah, so I got this as well. This was 150 shillings. An empty drawing book for his creativity. I like him being as creative as possible. So the empty coloring book, I did get 2 of these. He's already using one. I think they come at 25 shillings each. Yeah, this was 25 shillings, as you can see from the thingy. Yeah, he also got this. I love this ready to write workbook. And I did take a lot of time, by the way, in that shop. You have to take so much time, because if I didn't take time, I wouldn't have gotten this book, because the other ones were a bit advanced. So I don't know if they go in numbers, or I don't know how you choose for what age, because there were so many books. But for me to have, as I was saying, I love this book, and you'll have to actually take time at the shop. Yeah, it comes as a workbook. You'll have to take so much time at the shop because of this reason. When I was at the shop, where is it? Like, this is letter H, so you'll trace H. When I was at the shop, there was a more advanced one that had like IJKLMNHOP, which you might not be able to do that one. But this one, with my supervision, I think you can do one at a time, especially the numbers, because I want him to now start learning how to write. So at least this is much younger. So my recommendation, if you're shopping, kindly take as much time as possible at the shop, look through everything, and also seek help from the assistants at the shop. They're really helpful, especially at the not tile and carpet, Textbook Center. I went to the Textbook Center junction. Yes, so like I was saying, take your time at the shop, take your time, seek help from the assistants, and then also do a bit of research, like check through what he has at home before you actually purchase, because you might end up buying like 2 coloring books of the exact same brand because you are not keen enough or you didn't check in advance. Yeah, so I really love this workbook. I'm really looking forward to us using it. Yes, I'm really looking forward to us using it at home. Another thing that I did get was this animals. I love this animal book because how much was the workbook? The workbook was 250 shillings. Yeah. So this other animal book, I love it so much because he can color on them, draw things on them, stick them like the stickers. He can stick onto the actual pictures. We can read about birds. He can color. He has space to like do his own creative things. I'm really wanting him to be creative. So it's mostly a sticker book, but he'll still learn about animals like donkeys, like animals that you might not find on all the other books per se. You'll talk about like a chinchilla, a guinea pig, a tortoise or tortoise, a macaw type of bird, a parrot. This is why I got this book. And then also talks about their babies, so at least you'll know like mother baby through this sticking, like a gosling, a ladybird, a millipede, spider fly, those things that he might not necessarily get on the other common books that he has. I like the sticker animals. Plus at his age he really wants to like stick stuff. Yeah, I also got him a scrapbook. the difference between this was slightly expensive. I think this scrapbook was like 200 and something or 300. I can't remember, but it was slightly expensive. I got this scrapbook because of the hard pages inside it. It's not like the normal drawing book with paper, because once we draw, I mean paint, the paper gets wet and then it messes the previous thing that he had painted. So I really like this scrapbook because he's able to draw and paint on hard paper, which I'll just open it, put it in the sun, it will dry, it won't affect the next one. Yeah, another thing I got was this puzzle. The scrapbook I did say was, I'll leave the right pricing down below, but I think it was like 200 or 300 bob. I did get this puzzle, the big puzzle pad. I kind of regret getting this now, but anyway, he'll still use it. I feel like it's too mature for his age now. It was wrapped up, so I couldn't tell what would be inside, but in the meantime, we can just be reading the stories through the puzzle. So he's supposed to like hunt for things on the page. He'll show me or he'll draw them, but I'll have to use this with him. He might not be able to do this by himself, because most of the things I want him to be able to do them by himself, like I leave him doing them. So it asks things, can you spot 2 crabs? So he'll probably have to look for those 2 crabs. Can you spot something out of place? So he'll have to look for the thing that's out of place. I don't mind it, but it might not be very user-friendly now. But if I'm doing activities with him, it would be user-friendly. This book did come for $9.90 as well, if I'm not wrong. Yes, I don't know why this one didn't have the tag. It did also come for $9.90 as well. I also got a chart. I didn't get the charts that had like ABC, because he has so many ABC things. He has like ABC to Z. I think probably 4 or 5 books of those, which I did get from House of Leather. I think the ones I got from House of Leather, I think were 100 or 150 bob, or maximum 200. So I was like, there's no need to get those charts that have ABC or like numbers 1, 2, 3. For his numbers, he has the puzzles, which I prefer. Is having a different chart. So this is for workers. So he's able to tell like a nurse, a doctor, a carpenter. The common ones he's able to tell. I actually want to take him to like our local chief, for him to meet the chief, then he can be able to understand what a chief is exactly. And yeah, he can tell gardener, or he can just make a sentence and be like cutting fence. So at least from there you explain to him a gardener cuts the fence. Or he could tell like this is somebody cooking in the kitchen, then you could be like, yeah, the person cooking in the kitchen is known as a chef or a cook. So this is the chart I got him. The charts do go for 150 shillings as well. I plan on getting them like one. Like I did see another chart that had like types of cars and vans. He'll probably get that next. What else? What else did I get? I also got some colors, because you must always get colors. So the colors have already been used. I did get him some crayons. He's already using some. I got 2 sets. I always get the small ones because he loses them 100 times. So I got 2 sets. He's already using the other one, and then there's this one. No more crayons to color his books, because there's a lot of coloring books, and for him to be creative. And then I also got this disaster. It's already torn it apart. I got these color pencils as well. I normally get the small set. Actually need to put this in his pencil case. I got 2 sets, which is already torn, even the one that is supposed to be kept away. So I like these colored pencils. I already have a sharpener, so the sharpener will be sharpening this, which makes me also like go through his stationery and know what he has, what he's missing. I don't know where children colors go to. I don't know where their crayons go to. Half of the time he's eating them, or like you find them in the hanging lines, you find them in the car, you find them in, I don't know. Just don't judge me as a mom. I just don't know what happens to those colors. Moms, down below, I have asked so many times, please tell me what you guys do with your kids' crayons and colors for them not to get lost, because mine just don't seem to be lasting. At least now they're lasting a bit longer, maybe like 2 months, but still it doesn't make sense. And then I added with this, I would call it plasticine, but the thing that came with it said it's known as molding clay. Yeah, so molding clay wasn't a good idea, because the station where he works from a carpet. So like rubbing this molding clay from the carpet, this eyelash tutawezana. So he's really messy, and it's a white or creamish carpet, so he's really messing it there. So I'm trying to make him like mold around the wood or like on tables. But on the flip side, I like it so much because he's so creative, because apart from his blocks, he's now molding like where he builds blocks and tells me, "Mommy, this is a castle, or my shop, or my house." He's now molding like a castle, a queen, a king, a mommy, a daddy, like those kind of things with this molding clay. So it really brings out his creative side. It did come a bit longer. The other half is what he's using. I kept this other half. I'm hoarding this other half to use another time. And then lastly was this. This I got from House of Leather. It's just a matching sequence book. I think it was 100 bob. It was definitely 100 bob. So you just like, he just meant, I open, I flip, he creates a sentence. He can either create a sentence out of this. That's a bit advanced for him, but in terms of like saying what they are, so he's able to know like a couple of things. So you can say horse, and then ball, and then this thing like a screw. Then we'll talk about the colors. Could probably talk about the shapes. We'll talk about the baby of this. So he's just playing or like doing fun stuff and still learning. So it's a matching and sequence book, but for him it's more or less like, what is this, what is that, what is this, what? And then finally was this book. He really loves this book. Like, this is everything for him, because it comes with this train, and then it has like a village inside. So once I turn the train for him, once I turn it round, I'm able to place it on the tracks, and then it goes like round by itself. So he really loves this book. I think it's so usable. I think it was extremely worth it. I was kind of scared that he might not be able to relate to it, but this actually makes us bond a lot. It did go for 1,790. This is how it looks at the back, and this is the front, also from Textbook Center. Like I did say, those are the purchases that I did get for the month of May. They do last 3 to 4 months. Like every other thing of his, I try and make sure that they last 3 to 4 months or for life. Of course, the books will last for life. Of course, the colors will be there as and when. Hoping I won't need to top up. And then, of course, he'll have to keep upgrading because he's now getting older. But yes, I do also purchase this kind of things and keep them as neat as possible because of the ones coming behind, right? And all my sister's kids or my cousin's kids. Yeah, so I try and keep them as clean as possible. They're also being sanitized. I sanitize them from the shop. I had to wear gloves, sanitize, like wipe all of them down with sanitizer and like dry them a bit, which is why I like hardcovers, because they don't get like that wetness. Even the colors, the ones that he's currently using, I sanitized each and every one of them individually, and then of course I threw the gloves away. Yes, so that was my baby haul for the educative stuff that we're currently using on Macon 2020. Yeah, please guys, if another hack, right after I left Textbook Center Junction, I went to Toy Market. I kind of felt bad because at Toy Market they have similar books for 100 bob, 150. So I don't feel bad, but now I know, at least now I know that in case and they're fairly new, some are really old. Of course I won't buy a book based on how old it is. I would still buy it based on the content. I'll just, yeah. So that was another hack that I found out after I shopped for this on that same day, that I can actually get like fairly new educative or fairly used educative toys from like Toy Market. There's like people who stock toys and books for babies. Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed watching this video, please give us a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, leave your comments down below where you guys shop for your baby books apart from those two places, because I'm sure there's amazing places that I don't know yet. Please do share with me. I'm very willing to get to know new places. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for, honey? Please do subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.